All right, so good evening, everybody. With any luck, we are live. This is my first time in a long time using this software, so I will apologize. My name is JR, or Johnny Reed. I'm going to be your host for the next couple of minutes. Going to walk you through a kind of a live webinar here, kind of stumble forward a little bit on our first day. Never try to pretend that it'll be right or perfect out of the gate. I want to welcome all the Offer Hub people that have come over to our program. Okay, thank you. Now I got a couple of the company leaders in here that they don't want to say much, but I'm in the home office of Las Vegas, and I've been here since I got off the plane from Thailand a couple weeks ago. And of course, the standing joke is when am I leaving? And I wish I knew the answer to that. But I want to welcome you to the BTG180 opportunity. This program started about a year and a half ago, and I make no qualms about moving forward. I don't think Edison was crucified for all the mistakes he made until he eventually created the light bulb. You know, thank goodness for that. But our company, you know, and our program is such an incredible concept. I fell in love with it the moment that I heard what it was all about. So I'm just going to give you the still slides to the opportunity. I will have this video available probably by tonight, but when I finish, I'm sure our webmaster will be sound asleep. So I'll have him load up this actual overview that we're going through on our website. Now, I've already recorded the audio, so it actually only lasts for 8 minutes. So we'll see just how much of a windbag tonight I can become. So the whole thing I'm going to share with you today is going to be somewhere around 8 minutes, and then from there, it'll give them enough information if they're truly interested in helping us raise money for kids and make money for themselves. They can go then to the company overview, which is over 20 some odd minutes. I got to re-record that one because of all the new enhancements I'm going to go over with you tonight. And then of course we have a final video. So what I've just described there is no salesmanship, no bending over backwards. You show somebody a link, they watch a video. If they're interested, they watch another video. If they're interested, they watch another one. You can answer simple questions. We've got the applications now converted into Spanish. We've got them converted into Russian. We've got obviously the English version. And as the other countries come on board, you will see just how incredible this is. Now I'm using Windows 8, so this thing drives me crazy because my computer sometimes jumps out of the viewer mode. So here at BTG 180, we're turning lives around. Now, the reason why the company started, and I'm a big why guy, instead of telling me how everything works, I want to know why you're doing what you're doing. You know, when I meet commissioned salespeople, I want to make sure that I make them some money, but I don't want to send them to Hawaii all on my own dime. So, you know, the reason why we started this program is there are 150 million orphan children in the world. That's about half the population of the United States of America. And if that doesn't kind of jump out and grab you, know that that's not a stagnant number. They grow 5,600 kids a day. 5,600 kids every day end up becoming orphans. And out of that, just to compound matters, 15 million children die every year from malnutrition and starvation. Now, folks, that's 41,000 kids every day. That means 41,000 kids died yesterday, 41,000 kids died today. And you know what the sad thing is? 41,000 kids are going to die tomorrow. And unless somebody does something about it, and we hope that's you, you know, where we can make a difference, it's going to keep going on, and it's only going to get worse, not better. So there's my software jumping around again. Okay, so the company goal, simple. Let's keep it simple here tonight. Become the largest company in the world that helps these kids. And we're going to be able to do that because of our program in Revenue Shared Squared. Now, I'm a big believer of teamwork. I know you can't become successful by yourself. I know the power and the importance of leadership, and I know what it's like to work with people that are success-driven. These are three of the most important intangible things that a business can operate from, is to know that teamwork is imperative, leadership is paramount, and success is the only way you kind of squelch the naysayers. Now you got to have a plan, right? If you're going to go on vacation, you need a plan. If you want to do anything, you need a plan, and we've got a plan. It's real simple. Because of the power of the internet, we're going to move our model into 100 countries overnight. That'll allow us to market to millions upon millions of people all over the world who A, can want to make money for themselves, and B, help children in need, especially a lot of countries where they need the help specifically. So when you take the power of the compensation I'm about to talk about, take the years of leadership that BTG offers, our senior staff at the home office has over 100 years of leadership and success under their belt in this industry. Right? That is second to none. Now, our product merges with the power of the internet, called entertainment and savings, because there's too many things to go over tonight. We're just going to focus on the BTG penny auction because that's a product we can take global, and it all works off the internet, right? So if you've got a cyber version of Walmart, right, but it gets better than Walmart because in an auction, if you don't know how they work, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it tonight. Auctions are cool. Auctions are incredible. They're entertaining. They're fun. Nobody feels like they're being sold anything. You know why? Because they're not. You can offer anywhere from an iPad to an automobile. You can put 100 up to 1,000 different kind of items every single day up for the auction, so to speak. The winners get the product up to 90% off, right? And if you don't win, if you're like me, you just want to come back and beat the pants off the guy that got the better of you. So I've won a lot of stuff on an auction. I've talked to other leaders in other parts of the world. They love the concept. It's diversification. You need to make sure that you can cater to the globe, not just one particular person or culture, and that's why the auction merged with our philosophy is the perfect product to take on a global basis, because you can give enough people the options of what they want. And remember now, every bid helps a kid, right? That's our slogan in the auction, which is the whole purpose behind our mission statement. Now, our business packages have changed. I am not a big fan of shearing the sheep. I'm a big fan of the little money makes the big money. Now, we all know that there was a company that recruited nearly 2 million people in 2 years, and guess what? They're not here for a reason. We ran down the same rabbit hole that they did, thinking that if we copied their model, somehow that would help us become successful, and guess what? As we say in the South, that dog won't hunt. So there are 4 packages. Starting from free, so really there's 3 packages, but you know, in different parts of the world, or people want to hold a position, they can jump in for free. And of course, when you understand revenue shared squared, you definitely don't want to sit on something because you're going to be losing a ton of money every day. But free, you can upgrade for $10 to be qualified. But then we have a basic package, a standard, and advanced. So that's $250, $1,000, $2,500. I can promise you that the advanced package is more than enough to get started, and that's all it's designed to do. These packages are not to carry you for a lifetime. They're designed to get you started. If you owned a franchise and you sold hamburgers, you don't go buy a year's worth of hamburger meat when you start. You start enough to feed people for a couple weeks, and then you order more. And that's the way our program is designed, is to give the people enough of the particular product to get their appetite whet, see some success, and then they can they're all big boys and girls, they can make up their mind after that. And then we have monthly subscription packages. They didn't change. It only starts from $10 outside the U.S., goes all the way up to $250. The beauty of this is get 4, pay no more. That means if you get 4 people with the same package or higher, you don't have to pay again. Now, when you combine both of these, the business in the box and the monthly subscription package, I'm going to now start discussing the power of revenue shared squared, and you're going to find out that there's no product on the planet like revenue shared squared. First and foremost, we designed this so the most average person can become successful. So with revenue shared squared, it's 2 customers. That's 2 customers in the whole world. You can start creating multiple streams of income. Now, with just 4 affiliates, and there's no business in the world where you can make a lot of money if you don't got at least 4 customers or 4 people working with you, that you're going to become super rich, unless you're some kind of brainiac on the stock market or something to that nature. If you're going to run a real company, sell commodities, and do things, you're going to need at least 4 people. Now, with 4 people, here's the beauty of this. The average guy can reach the highest title. They can make $1 million+ a year in our program, only having 4 people in the system. And guess what? None of the 4 people have to be a rock star. Even the person that put them into the system doesn't have to be a rock star. So we designed this program so every single person can have some type of success, just depending on what they want. Now, there are many new things that we'd offered from our old model from a year and a half ago to now. One is the enroller bonus pays more money. Then we have elite expansion bonuses, mentor matching bonuses, daily cash rewards. There's a community pool, a mentor pool, a visionary pool. There are 7 VIP pools, and there's a lot more than that, but that's more than enough to excite people if you understand, A, we're helping kids, and B, you can help yourself. Now, here's where people really don't kind of grasp the power of revenue shared squared, because I've been doing this for about 25 years, and we've had people here talking about how they designed this comp plan, they designed that comp plan, but they keep designing with all the old strategies, right? So what we have done is we've taken 3 of the proven, right, the big boys, the ones that people, here goes my computer jumping again, the one that 3 programs that have proven on their own to do great things, and we've combined them for the first time, and it also depends on what order you put these in, so people can make a boatload of money. In my personal humble opinion, you need to make sure people can get off to a fast start. Nothing excites people more than having, you know, a little or a lot of success right out of the gate. So we have a fast start cash. These are called coding bonuses, and you're going to find out we pay 100% match in the elite expansion bonuses just from your of the income of the first 3 people. But the important thing is, once the money is cleared, the commission is available the next day. Now, the second concept is a 2-team qualifier. And no, it's not a binary. It's a 2-team qualifier. There's a difference because all of this is revenue shared squared. But of course, you talk to some people that have done this for so many years. Some reason they think that tomorrow can't be different than yesterday. I just don't get that. You know, everything advances in life, but their world is not supposed to change. This is super simple. Matter of fact, it is a proven method, right, to explode companies with a 2-team qualifier mentality. And of course, the last part of this is where everybody kind of got burned because of one company's, you know, track record that was, you know, it was like a flash in the pan, right? Starts out, you know, big flame, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's done. But we took revenue sharing to a whole nother level, to a whole nother concept, and we've done this on a worldwide basis where we've got a benchmark for all of our leaders that they can get to what I call the Amazing Million a Year Club, and they can do it in record time. And of course, obviously, as the name implies, it pays 7 figures. So if my computer would just quit jumping on me, we'll kind of talk a little bit about how some of this works. Now, this is very important to understand because, you know, the auction is going to be going live on the 10th, and so I got a lot of work to do between now and the 10th. A lot of people think, oh, well, I can take time off. If I were you, now would be the time to be planting the seeds, getting people lined up, because now we have some superstars who have come to the home office, and I hate to say it, gang, if you've been with me for a while, I love you to death, but they're going to come in and steal your whole show. Right? They've got guys coming in from multiple places because revenue shared squared cannot be denied. It's too much money. It's too worthy of a cause. We're going to blow the doors off this thing. And, you know, you can sit there, as Zig Ziglar says, and have stinking thinking, or you can get out and get after it and get just flat out rich in a very short period of time. The choice is going to be yours. I'm going to love you either way. I just hope you got a lot of money when it's all said and done with, because we paid the price. Now, so I get off my little soapbox there. The first part of this program that'll blow your socks off, besides my computer jumping all over the place, is to understand how to earn the 100% matching bonus. Now, this is on your first 3 people. So I'm done with talking about percentages and, hey, I gave you some money and you're supposed to pay me for the rest of your life. We've designed a performance-driven program, but you don't have to be a rock star. You just have to show up at the right place at the right time, apply a little bit of effort, set up the right people, supply some training with a good attitude, and watch what happens with revenue shared squared. So on your first 3 people, we call that the mentor team. This is the pinnacle of how this works. When a mentor team is established, a lot of things happen simultaneously. So let's go ahead and talk about that. And I'm getting really mad at my software system here because my computer keeps jumping. Let's see if that helps. Okay, so what we have here is, did I go too far on that? I'm jumping a little bit here. There we go. So the first 3 people, when you create a mentor team, right, you're going to be able to match 100% of all the elite expansion money that they make. That means their entire check, however many people they put on their elite expansion team, and it comes from your 4th person on. So some people will do the bare minimum and put 4 people in the system, and some people will put 40. You get a 100% match of their elite expansion team's bonus check. So simply put, out of your first 3 people, if somebody makes $500, you make $500. They make $5,000, you make $5,000. They make $50,000, you make $50,000. So how much is it worth to you to mentor 3 people you put into the system, knowing you get a matching check on each one of the 3? And so this is very important, right? Because there are going to be a lot of people want to put their best people in, and then what that's going to do is, because this is all compressed into 2 organizations, is automatically power down the 2 teams because of all the instant cash people can qualify for. So remember now, 100% on the first 3 people's checks. Now remember, I say check because I'm old school. There's some people out there always want to sit there and correct me. I understand we deposit the money into your iWallet and then you can transfer it to your bank account. I'm old school, so I'm just going to say from this point on, I like the word check because that's how I grew up. And shoot me. What can I say? Okay, so what we have here then is the elite expansion bonus, because that's where the 100% comes from. So let's talk about this, because this is a small fortune to be made in a very short period of time for the people to get after it. On your fourth person, we have what is called an elite expansion team. Now look, gang, I'm talking and saying a lot of words. Remember, this whole video is reduced to 8 minutes, so you got to just hit the replay button a couple times. All you have is a mentor team and an elite expansion team. That's it. Your mentor team is your first three. Your expansion team is number 4 on. So 4, 5, 6, 7, however many. But the fireworks go off when a person puts their fourth person in. Now remember, it could be any package, any subscription. So on the fourth person, which is your elite expansion team, when they create a mentor team, this coding bonus is coded to you. So from that, your fourth person putting in there, when they create a mentor team of their own, right, because they all want to get 100% off their 3 people, you're rewarded with 20% of all the orders. Now remember, it's 20% of 250 up to 20% of 2,500, which means simple math is $150 to $1,500 check. Now the first time that happens, you're going to giggle and be a little bit excited. The second time it happens, you're going to start scratching your head. And then by the 10th time, the 20th time, the 100th time, you might start to understand the power, have unlimited coding bonuses on a person. You might want to think about going and getting a 5th person, or maybe a 6th person, or maybe a 7th person, because it's unlimited overrides on the elite expansion team. Now come back and think about your first 3 people, where we're going to go ahead and match whatever they earned on elite expansion bonuses. We're going to match your income 100% of the income that they earned. Now this is daily. This is not weekly. This is not monthly. This is not 80-20. This is not pray that it'll come true someday, somewhere, somehow. This is getting involved in a business and going out within 24 hours, seeing immediate success. So that is the concept. Part of the concept of Revenue Shared Squared is offer real sales of real commodities, that we want people playing the auction. I don't want to sit here and have the people sit there and hope that somebody else is going to go do the work. That's never how anybody's ever built a real company that lasted. Somebody's got to do the work, and it needs to be the person who's in charge, which of course is you're the CEO of you. So what we have then on the other part of Revenue Shared Squared is the same formula that we had for the first year and a half, but once again it's condensed to 2 organizations. So now rethink the strategy. You've got 100% coding bonuses on people's first 3 team. You've got leaders that can go out and make 10, 20, 50, 100,000 a month in coding bonuses. Think about how much of an explosion the 2 teams that you have can have when people get after this. Now remember, to get in the community pool, it only takes 2 people. That's not that big of a deal. If we're talking the 250 subscription packages, the mentor pool is only 20 people. Visionary pool is 48 people, and then it's in the hundreds, and it doesn't even get to the thousands until you get the VIP pool 7, which you're knocking down about $500,000 a year just from the pools. And then of course you got the ultimate goal from anybody that ever wanted to be in business in the history of the world. Who doesn't want to be rich? Who doesn't want to be a millionaire if you're a business owner? I understand if you've dedicated your life to, like, say, teaching children, or you've dedicated your life to doing something of a worthy cause, maybe money's not your motivator. But if you're the CEO of you and you start a business and you need to turn a profit, who doesn't want to master the money game so you can do more of it is what you want to do without worrying about anything? So we have the Amazing Million a Year Club. And before you even get to the Million a Year Club, you have to pass through Presidential Ambassador, where we're going to give you a car. Right? We're going to give you a Porsche Carrera or a Mercedes CLS 550 AMG. And that car is yours to keep forever. You don't sign a lease. We don't take it back if we don't like each other down the road. It's just your car. We give you a $10,000 shopping spree and a $100,000 quarterly bonus starting in the 2nd month. Now look, this might be, but as you launch a global company where you finally got your act together and the compensation program comes together, you know, this can be attained. The Presidential Ambassador position can be attained if you grew a 6,000-man army, so to speak, that had a 250 subscription package. If that's, you know, a pipe dream for you, it's 15,000 people at a $100 subscription package. All I know is we have entire continents of people that are going to participate with us. They're just waiting. Well, not really waiting. The leaders are all signing up now and putting their positions in, and they're strategizing the war they're about to ensue, which is who can get there first. And so this is not, you know, a lifelong accomplishment. I was talking to a leader the other day on the phone, and I said, how long would it take your leaders to create a 250 auto ship on 6,000 people? He said, well, that all depends. Some can do it in a couple days. Some might take them a month. And I said, okay, well, we pay $1 million on that. He's like, what? And I said, well, it's just the way it shakes out between the community pools, the mentor pool, the visionary pool, the VIP pools, the guaranteed $400,000 ambassador bonus, and then the coding bonuses and everything else. You flirt with 7 figures. And he's like, that's incredible. And then, of course, I told him that we um, help children in need. He goes, you know, I have a ministry. And I said, okay, well, you know, you're the cat's meow. Now, just to recap this now, we obviously have designed this that people can go out and have instant success. People can earn hundreds of dollars. Some people can earn thousands of dollars right away. Leaders can go out and make the kind of money that leaders like to make in the program. But we have ultimate gifts, ultimate rewards, ultimate recognition and appreciation, because at the end of the day, that's what it's really all about, right? When leaders start making a bunch of money, they want to be recognized over the other guy. And the way we do that is if they accomplish presidential ambassador, yeah, they're already flirting with being the top income earners of the whole world, and they have no employees, and they have virtually no overhead, and they're free to come and go anywhere in the world they want to. So they're living like rock stars. And, you know, if you accomplish presidential ambassador for a second time, you know, not only do you double your income, and we take off income limitations on that position, we're going to give you a $225,000 bonus to go like a Bentley or Lamborghini, or maybe you want a boat. I don't know. Just buy something else to kind of get it out of your system. Now, the third time you do it, now you're making money like very few people on the whole planet are making, and we're going to establish an orphanage in your name. The fourth time, we're going to go ahead and you get to pick between a church, a school, or a hospital. Now, this is going to be established in your name. That's your little legacy. This is the money that you created that is sponsoring these kids. They're feeding these kids. They're educating these kids, leading them down some type of spiritual path that you're trying to direct them on. That's up to you. But you're the ultimate leader. You've got a huge organization. You've made a lot of money, and you've got lasting legacies for your program. So I think you'd be pretty happy. So that's why we say here at BTG 180, we're turning lives around. The first thing we need to do is we turn the company around, and we've accomplished that. Second thing we need to do is turn your life around if you're not already financially set. And then, of course, the third thing is after we've taken care of your family and your kids, then we'd ask you to focus on our kids. And we know it has to go into that order. Now, this program is super, super simple. We've made this so anyone can do it. Teamwork is the paramount here because we're going to be saving lives. And the more people that team up and go together and understand how the comp plan works, the faster we'll all get there. We don't need a bunch of individuals running around you know, trying to be, you know, the lone wolves. The more we come together as a family, the more we come together as a unit, the quicker we'll get there. You know, if you need more information, this is the overview we give online. And remember, this long, you know, drawn-out, winded conversation from this old jarhead tonight, I did accomplish this in 8 minutes. Okay, so, you know, I do appreciate you listening to me banter here, but I'm so excited, and I'm also very tired. But I've got a couple more videos to make for everybody. We have the ability in this program to do great things. However, you know, as Zig Ziglar often says, right, you don't want to have stinking thinking. I like Zig Ziglar. I love Zig Ziglar. It's actually one of our founders' mentors. He said something incredibly brilliant, and other people have said it in other ways. You know, Kennedy said it in his way, but Ziggy said, you know, if you go out and you help enough people get what they want, you in turn will get what you want. And that's the way I've tried to live my life. Help other people first. And then, you know, if you're a big fan like I am of karma or reaping or sowing, as the Bible would say, right, the more good seeds you sow, the more of a harvest you can reap. Now, that's also true that if you out there and you have a bad attitude, especially about your own business or your own company, how is it that you think that then that one is going to take care of you if you won't even promote your own business? Now, we did make some mistakes in the beginning. That's all kind of water under the bridge. I think you'd agree with me if you understand revenue shared squared. You understand the mission state of our company. You understand the power of the internet, and you couple that with an auction where you can move hundreds of thousands of different items all over the world on a day-to-day basis, but we don't even have to ship anything outside the United States. You take that all up, you put it into a nice little package. All we need now is a couple leaders to step up and say, follow me. Follow me, men. Follow me. This is the way where I'm going. And we've got those people who have come to the table. So I'd encourage you, if you've been with us for a while, or you're one of our wonderful brothers and sisters coming over from Offer Hub, this is your playground. This is where you get to live your entrepreneur's dream out, where you can go out and only have to build 2 organizations. Everybody gets to make instant success and instant cash flow. And the beauty of revenue shared is we don't pay out more than 60 cents on every dollar, so the company can never go upside down. And that, to me, was one of the most important things, is to know that if we go out and we do what we're supposed to do, and we create this incredible company, the company will be stronger tomorrow because of what we did It'll never be in jeopardy of going in the opposite direction. Well, listen, this is JR. I know, in the future we'll be doing a lot of questions and answers and things of that nature. At this time, since we're all just kind of feeling each other out here, we've only got a couple days before the whole thing kicks off worldwide. I would encourage you to get involved if you're listening for the first time. If you're sitting here in an opportunity where you've been with us for a while, you might want to rethink a few things. The equation is absolutely, definitely changed. And so with that, I am going to bid everybody a very good night. I got to find my stoppage page here, and then always reach out to me if you have my contact information. If you don't have my contact information, go through your support, go through your leadership. If they can't answer your question, eventually they'll come to me, and if I can't, I got the boss's phone number somewhere hanging around. So I appreciate you listening here tonight. You guys have a great evening. We'll see you again next time. God bless.